Before we can talk about the basics of the blues, we need to talk a little bit about the basics of music. If you know how music works, feel free to fast forward to the next section. However, if you feel like you could use some review, you ought to stick with me. One of the most basic concepts of music is the idea of key. A key is made up of the notes of the scale. The notes in the scale are related, kind of like members of a family. These notes always sound good together, and we can use them to write songs and figure out songs. To understand a scale, you need to first understand the concept of whole and half steps. A whole step is 2 frets. For example, from the 1st to the 3rd fret. A half step is a distance of 1 fret. Let's learn the major scale so that we can discuss major keys. A major scale is a set pattern of whole and half steps, like so. Start with the root of the key, in this case E, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step. In music, we communicate with numbers. The root of the major scale is called 1, the second note is 2, etc. Let's try an A major scale with numbers. So we're going to start on the A string, or 5th string this time. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In blues, we talk a lot about 1, 4, and 5. We're talking about chords built on those notes of the scale. For example, here's A. A is built on the first note of the scale, 1. The 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, it would be D. And 5, which would be E. Now that you know the basics about how music works, we can move on to the blues.